Hey guys, this is Force Reacts, and I'm back to react to Death Battle, Harley Quinn versus Jinx. Okay, so before we start on my thoughts on this, I'm sorry for not uploading nearly as much as I have in these past few months, simply because I've gotten hit with 2 copyright strikes. I don't know if I've said this on the channel before, but yeah, I was not risking getting another one by doing anime reactions, and there wasn't really anything on YouTube that I could really watch. I mean, thankfully, Terminal Montage came out with you know, the Gigantamax Pokemon Battle Royale, and yeah, we got you know, JoJo Part 5, but really fast. And I decided to make some fan-made Death Battle trailers in the meantime. But even still, it doesn't really substitute for, you know, anime reactions. But until at least one of those strikes are off my channel, I'm not doing anime until then. But yeah, anyway, so Harley Quinn versus Jinx. I don't know too much about Jinx. Harley Quinn I know enough about. Yeah, League of Legends is not something I'm into. Not even Arcane, you know, because Arcane is, yeah, it's a very I don't know. People have said Arcane is fantastic and incredible, but I'm just not interested. I just don't really have any interest in seeing it, I guess you could say. But yeah, from what I know, Jinx loves explosives, and what I do know is that the common consensus is that it's a close fight, but Jinx wins. Which is phenomenal in this case, because this would mean that this is the first time a non-Marvel character has beaten a DC character in Death Battle, which is awesome. And it's twofold for another reason, for me at least. I want Harley Quinn to die. Not because I hate her. No, I don't. I think she's a fantastic character. But she's been oversaturated like hell, and I cannot stand her now. Every time a new DC anything comes out, I'm just like, okay, where's Harley Quinn? If it's not Harley Quinn, it's the Joker. Come on. I get it. These guys are big deals, but calm down. Harley Quinn got a spot in the Suicide Squad movie, then she got her own TV show, then she's got some pretty big stories in comics. Then she came back with the Birds of Prey movie, and then another Suicide Squad movie with her in it. It's been too much. She's been shoved down our throats this past half decade or so, maybe even decade. And I just wanted to end. Please, can we move away from the Joker and Harley Quinn? Not even the Batman could do that, and I'm not even a big fan of the Batman either. Yeah. I meant Joker in that context, not Harley Quinn, but because they just can't help themselves with the Joker. Even back in the 90s, they knew, once they killed Joker in the first, you know, Michael Keaton movie, they were like, okay, what villain's next? And they just never really brought up Joker again. And it wasn't until, you know, Batman Begins where they were like, okay, let's bring back Joker. Well, kinda, sort of. They teased him, and then The Dark Knight, they brought him. They brought Heath Ledger to give one of the best performances of a Joker ever. So, yeah, but anyway, you get what I mean, right? I like Harley Quinn and Joker, but they've been oversaturated. So, yeah, let's just jump right in, and we'll start the video in 3, 2, 1, play.
Tired of only being able to wear your cosplay around the house? I know I'm not, but in case you are, come join your fellow cosplayers and superfans this July.
Please. Rooster Teeth's getting bought out. Why are you doing this? You're not gonna. Oh sure, give us another reason not to go. Required masks. Yes. Blah blah blah. I'm not going.
RTX Austin, and get ready for a weekend filled with the best of podcasting.
Yes. Blah blah blah. We're 40 seconds in. Come on.
Get your badge today.
We'll see you in Austin, July 1st through 3rd.
All right, here we go. Finally. Let's see how this new season changes Death Battle, because they've done it before. Every season seems to add something more, or
that
take
adheres
away
to strict
something.
laws and norms. But these two ladies turn that system on its head with their wild enthusiasm for destruction and chaos.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Alright, here we go.
Born to a middle-class family in the heart of Brooklyn, USA, Harley Quinzel had long lived a life of mediocrity. She had embarrassing parents, annoying siblings,
And a high school life that sucked.
Yeah.
More than like the normal ones.
she never quite felt like she fit in anywhere. But despite this, Harley knew she was destined for greatness.
So, inspired by a childhood crush turned psychotic murderer,
Oh.
Arlene spent years training to be a world-renowned criminal psychiatrist, eventually traveling to Gotham City's infamous Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
to
here
research
we
the
go.
most dangerous criminals on the planet, like Batman's arch-nemesis, the Joker.
But after analyzing the Joker and his horrific, unspeakable history as a homicidal clown, and Jared Leto, she came to
yeah.
realize one truth.
Joker was actually a
Red Tool
misunderstood
okay.
angel squashed down by an unjust society and wrongfully harassed by that son of a bitch Batman.
This was the first of the Joker's many manipulations, leading Harleen to see a warped reflection of herself through him, culminating in her breaking him out of prison, bleaching her skin via chemical vat baptism, and joining him on his life of crime, descending into love like madness and reborn as the fantastic Harley Quinn.
And she was packing plenty of tools of maniacal mayhem, including her iconic hammer, electric buzzers, and bombs of all shapes and sizes.
Can't say we expected this from an original character from a TV show. Like, yeah,
When she wants to
she
get around
yeah,
quickly,
she was
can use her
yeah.
handy-dandy pogo stick.
She did not originate from the comics. She originated from Batman the Animated Series,
Speaking
which
of
is.
unsafe, Harley's most versatile tool is her pop gun. A rotating
Are we
revolver
doing
with
this now?
special ammo
Because
ready,
I don't like this.
Like a boxing glove. Whoa!
Oh, close one.
And biting confetti. Whee! And did I mention explosive rounds? Which oh no.
Ah, my leg is gone. Oh no. Oh wait, there he was. I'm fine.
I'm gonna go.
Harley combines her arsenal with unparalleled gymnastic skills, making her far deadlier.
Please tell me
than
this
the
ruined the
average
camera and we
human.
don't
She
have
can
to
keep
do
up with
see
experts
the
like
animations
Deadshot and
again.
Catwoman, even Batman at times. The peak human superhero that can dodge lightning and survive this alien device exploding, which obliterated multiple city blocks.
Yeah, I think that stretches the term peak human just a bit.
Yeah,
Well, he's
just
the
a bit.
goddamn Batman, so
Yeah.
allow it.
Unfortunately for Harley, despite her unwavering loyalty to the Joker, their honeymoon period did not last. He spent years abusing her, physically and emotionally, tearing her down piece by piece.
Then, when he got bored, he strapped her to a friggin' rocket and launched her halfway across Gotham City. Guess that's one way to say, no, it's not you, it's me. Bye!
Harley was left alone in the wreckage, abandoned by the one person she dedicated her entire life to.
Until fellow villain Poison Ivy.
Ah, yes, the
She
B.
nursed Harley back
They
to
became
health,
BFFs
never
and
revealing
in
her
some
from a human
cases
relationship.
lovers, but
Ivy
whatever.
even gave Harley a chemical concoction that granted her superhuman strength and a healing factor.
I suppose a healthy relationship can sometimes feel like your own superpower in and of itself.
Yeah, and those two definitely seem like very good friends. Wink.
With Ivy at her side, Harley went on to rebuild herself as a famous anti-hero, leading teams like the Gotham Sirens and Suicide Squad. She worked on developing new skills, built around her own strengths rather than that of her past.
Like learning to use her lifelong knowledge of psychoanalysis to manipulate her foes mid-combat.
And creating tons of her own chemical concoctions, like tranquilizers and sleeping gases that can incapacitate metahumans. She even reverse engineered her former flame's trademark Joker Venom. This deadly substance excites the laughter centers in a person's brain and forces them to laugh until they suffocate.
Harley's
Yeah.
clearly on
It-
top of the world.
ugh.
But nothing caps off self-improvement like a Rocky Balboa training montage. So Harley went to Themyscira of all places
Oh,
to get
wow.
a combat internship with the Amazons, just like her favoriteest superhero, Wonder Woman. Man, imagine going from bashing random goons in Gotham to fighting alongside immortal warrior goddesses.
She became agile enough to jump between skyscrapers and strong
See,
enough
this is
to
what I
rip
mean.
an
She was given a
entire
lot
palm
of
tree
attention,
out of
and
the
I
ground
do
with
mean
her
a
bare
lot of
hands.
attention.
Based on the size of the tree and the weight of an average palm by foot, that weighs about 600 pounds. And she can hold it one-handed, so her actual strength is probably at least twice as much.
Enough to lift a full-grown brown bear and throw it like a rag doll. Hell, her skills advanced so far, she was appointed a herald on the War World Apocalypse. You know, the planet ruled by the living embodiment of evil? Even the actual personification of the DC editorial staff likes to call her in to help with tough jams.
As the years went on, Harley surprised literally everyone by transitioning from supervillain to superhero. She partnered up with other heroes, became a psychiatrist again, and legitimately started helping other vigilantes with trauma, like Jason Todd, who definitely needed that.
Yeah, yeah. If there's anyone who needs therapy, it's Jason Todd.
An extended member of their group, teaming up with her to save Gotham from her toxic ex. Good for her. Guess we're not going to talk about when she went back to the Joker a couple of times, huh?
In the end, she may be a little nutty, but
Yeah.
you'd be mad not to love Harley Quinn.
Oh wow, they took away the
The world of Runeterra is a
the
wonderful
final,
fantasy
the like
land of
quote,
advanced
I guess,
technology,
portion.
arcane magic,
That sucks,
and
but then again,
legendary
they
gems.
have
But
encountered
on its
copyright
northern
because of
shores
that,
are two
so
cities locked
I
in
at
a
least
political
understand
turmoil.
that.
For decades, Piltover's rich elite have exploited the undercity of Zaun, forcing workers into unsafe conditions and
Makes her
brutalizing
own
the
wanted
populace with
posters.
terrifying police
Okay,
enforcement.
that's pretty funny.
So, like New Jersey. You could have just said New Jersey.
Until one day, a wild loose cannon would literally explode onto the scene. She gave those uptight topsiders a taste of their own medicine, menacing its people with bombs, gunfire, and even more bombs. This was Jinx.
Jinx destroyed Zeppelins, Jumanji'd the shit out of the local zoo, and switched the street signs. What a monster!
Oh
Now
my
the
gosh.
police will find their way back.
Only the Enforcer, Violet.
Truly the worst of
But-
criminals.
But even armed with massive gauntlets weighing over 4,000 pounds each, Vi could not definitively overcome Jinx's magnificent arsenal of mechanical monstrosities.
Man, they're so evenly matched. It's almost like they're related. Anyway, Jinx can burst open birds with her
Okay.
trusty Zephyr Shock pistol, turn enemies to Swiss cheese with her Pow Pow minigun, and blow bad guys to bits with her Flame Chomper grenades.
But Jinx's favorite weapon is her Fishbones rocket launcher. So much so, she rides it like a rocket-powered pogo stick. Well, that seems even less safe.
Well,
Yeah.
don't let her manic attitude fool you. Not only is Jinx tough enough to take a hit from Braum, a guy who can shake mountains with a punch, but she's wicked smart. Almost all her gear is custom made. She's even recreated Hex Tech, funky science powered by magic crystals. Ooh.
Okay.
Including her handheld
So basically the-
teleportation device.
Well, I was gonna say materia from Final Fantasy, but then
Is
again,
that
I don't know.
League of Legends? What a coincidence.
Oh no.
Hold the phone. Are you talking about League of Legends over there? I love that game. I've got in more than 10,000 hours just in our college days, huh, buddy? League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena game forged in the flames of LAN parties and salty gamer tears.
Is this an ad?
And as any professional will tell
I know
you,
it's-
to
I know
play the
it's
game
not,
well,
but-
you need to min-max your character's loadout with the best possible items.
Yeah, and the worst mistake you can make is being new. God, it's the midterms all over again. No, Boomstick, stay in your lane. What are you doing in the jungle? Stop it, feeder.
Jinx's ideal loadouts include Phantom Dancer, so she can phase through objects after landing a blow.
Like
Oh.
a phase out of this conversation.
Then there's the Quicksilver Sash, which protects her from status effects like sleep, paralysis, and poison. This includes forced actions, which make you do things you don't want to do. Hey, Boom! You want to pop into a match with your old Teemo from back in the day? I can set it up right now.
How about we move on to Arcane before I ram my foot up your ass?
Aww.
So, there's more to Jinx than what the main games depict. Before her infamous tomfoolery, most people around Zaun knew her as an innocent young tinkerer named Powder.
Like pretty much everyone in the Undercity, Powder had it rough. She lost her parents in a conflict with enforcers. But
Of course.
had a bit of luck when she joined this cool foster family along with Vi, who was, gasp, her sister all along. If you're wondering
Gasp.
what put soap in their opera, Vi was a total badass. And Powder was desperate to also prove herself to her newfound family. And then she made a mistake.
Seemingly abandoned, Powder was left in the hands of the most notorious drug kingpin around. Silco was not the father she needed, but the one she wanted, teaching her to turn her perceived weaknesses into her greatest strengths. Thus, she became Jinx.
Even when the sisters reunited years later, they couldn't fully reconcile, setting up the game of cat and mouse in the game.
Jinx was an excellent rival, able to keep up with other skilled warriors like the bullet-dodging Echo, and survive the worst of Zaun's toxic environments, which can kill normal people in minutes. After a near-fatal explosion, she was also infused with Shimmer, a toxic strength and speed-enhancing drug that permanently altered her body's biochemistry.
But Shimmer's side effects intensified her prior trauma, making her much more unhinged and prone to attacking with lethal intent.
Inspiring her.
Yeah, I can see why people think, yeah, Jinx would probably beat Harley Quinn. She's definitely got a lot of, definitely seems to have a lot of counters to, like, some of Harley Quinn's arsenal, and overall just seems stronger.
Anyway, both Hextech and
I mean,
Chemtech
maybe
are
not
comparable in power to
speed-wise,
natural
but
magic.
everything else, yeah.
Maids like
And
Lux is able to cast, such as Lucent Singularity, which can totally body these big old rocks.
Measuring their width with Lux's height, we can determine she destroyed almost 13,000 tons of rock from 30 meters away.
Promotional trailers show Mega Death Rocket matching the speed and power of Lux's Final Spark, a much more powerful attack that fires a Kamehameha of natural light.
So her rocket is not only super strong, but super fast.
Oh,
Powder
okay.
to gunpowder. Silco couldn't be prouder.
But her violent streak grew grim until the day she met a particularly explosive Yordle. Ziggs bonded with her over their mutual passion for destruction.
Of
but
course,
Jinx was more
explosions.
control. Thanks to his wisdom, Jinx
I
learned
sense
a
an
little bit of
explosion.
strength when it came to exploding things of a more
Anyway,
fleshly
so-
nature.
Helping her tone down the wanton violence and recover some of her mental stability, like he's some kind of feline brand Jiminy Cricket.
And despite being on opposite sides of the bridge, Jinx and Vi remained sisters, ultimately still caring about each other in their own way, even if they were at odds more often than not.
Though you better believe that when things get boring and uptight, Jinx will be there to shake things up.
Alright then. It feels so
This
weird
episode
without
is
the
sponsored
quote.
by BetterHelp Online
Are
Therapy.
they getting rid of the "it's time for a death battle"? Or at least the whole, like,
To be frank, you may go
the-
out of your way to treat
or at least
people
the,
well,
like,
but
let's end this
often
debate,
do
let's-
the same for yourself.
we've analyzed all the possibilities kind of thing, whatever. Whatever. Okay. They're subtracting a lot of things, and okay, whatever. They're probably not getting rid of the next time on Death Battle simply because, yeah, they do this at the end of ads, so, alright. Like I said, I think Jinx is gonna win. Like, she definitely seems to have a lot more advantages than disadvantages in this particular case.
Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy.
As this show is sponsored by BetterHelp, Death Battle viewers can get 10%
Yes.
off their first month at betterhelp.com/deathbattle.
That's
Not sure how I feel about Ringmaster getting more involved in this, though. This is Wisdom Boomstick, not him. They got rid of the next time on Death Battle. Oh wait, never mind. No, I mean, not the next time, but here we go. Okay.
It's time
For a death battle! It's time for a death battle, is what I meant to say. But, like, I thought they got rid of it for a hot second there. I was about to be furious.
And they say these games are rigged. What? Screw you, you emo pigeons! I'll show you a murder! Oh, I just love exploding stuff. Huh, I like exploding stuff too. Why don't I start with your head? Stay still!
What did crows ever do to Jinx? You know what? Never mind. Don't answer that. I'm sure there's a weird reason. Oof.
Look out! She's right behind you!
Aw, thanks, pal. Ah, traitor! You're a real firecracker. Got a light? Oh, sure thing.
Well, she's still got the thing in her mouth. I'm guessing she's gonna be saving it for later. Okay, that's pretty fun. There we go. Of course she can surf on it. Air surf, I should say.
Got any games? No! My save files!
Hmm. Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Why does something tell me these two would be best friends in any other situation?
I got you some nice perfume. Smells like.
Oh. Here we go. Okay, Joker Venom.
Take that back. I'm crazy. I am a doctor, and you ain't crazy. You don't have that same smile. I don't need a second opinion.
Oh. Oof.
Wait, don't you want to get in close and savor my emotions as you deliver the final kill? Nah, bye.
Ah, okay. She tried to pull a Joker in versus Sweet Tooth, but... Okay, there we go. The head bounced off the bell.
You just want a free teddy bear. What if it's Timbers?
This was a complicated fight with far more factors to consider than at first blush.
That's first
Harley
time.
had
Yeah,
more
there we
direct
go.
combat experience against superpowered beings, along with better training.
But Jinx's physical power, diabolical weaponry, and assortment of items were just enough to roast this Harlequin duck.
While Harley lifting over 1,200 pounds is impressive, Jinx can compete with Vi, whose gauntlets weigh 8 times that in the game.
And Jinx can take hits from a guy who can shake mountains. A bit beyond Harley's level of strength.
Yeah.
Harley may have been more naturally acrobatic, but Jinx's hex tech and intangibility matched and outclassed that mobility. The teleporting tablet alone could control the entire fight, since Jinx could send herself or Harley just about anywhere.
And while Harley had a moderate healing factor, she's never regenerated entire body parts before.
Yeah.
So a big enough kaboom would definitely kill her. And Jinx's weapons were strong enough to do just that. In order to destroy over 13,000 tons of rock from such a distance, Lux's magic explosion would need a yield of about 20 kilotons of TNT.
Oh, wow.
Jinx's hex tech and
Okay.
chem tech are similar to Lux's magic in speed and power.
Even if we scale Harley's durability to Batman surviving this massive explosion, the potency of Jinx's weaponry outpaces it more than 300 times.
Sure, Harley is legitimately intelligent, but so is Jinx, as evidenced by her inventions and routines.
Yeah, she may be crazy, but that does not mean she's
Jinx
dumb.
is deeply distrusting of people she
I think the
trusts and
Joker
so
has made that
Harley's
abundantly
potential
clear.
mind games were likely to
And
fall
like
on
other
skeptical
Batman
ears.
villains, really,
Jinx was
Riddler.
much more likely to shoot first and ask questions later.
Now, Harley still had her wide array of poisons and chemical agents, like the Joker Venom, which would kill most opponents in minutes. However, after living her whole life in the toxic cesspool of Zon, her tolerance for poisons is clearly much higher than a normal person. Not to mention, the Quicksilver Sash could simply end any unwanted effect on her.
Yeah, there we go.
Ultimately, Harley couldn't stand up to Jinx's physical power, superior technology, or overwhelmingly explosive arsenal.
Harley clowned around only to get her bell rung by someone out of her league.
The winner is Jinx.
Alright then. Okay,
Death Battle
let's see
is
the next
back.
time.
We've launched a brand new
Alright.
membership program for our YouTube channel. By
Yes,
directly
yes, no one
supporting our team,
no one
you can
cares,
get unique
but-
emotes, badges, additional content,
Alright,
and
what's
more.
next? We
Click
gotta
the join
know
button
what's
to see more
next.
info.
It's probably gonna be another DC character because oh, there we go. There's Scarlet Witch. Who's she fighting? Yep, there we go. Everyone predicted it was Zatanna, and I guess they were right about that. So yeah, good luck to Zatanna. you aren't beating I don't think you're gonna be beaten, Wanda. Let me put it to you this way. Wanda may not seem all that impressive in the MCU, even after WandaVision, which is not even that good of a show anyway. But anyway, yeah, even after WandaVision, where it was basically she could control an entire town and, manipulate them to her will and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, comics, she literally wiped out like 90% of the mutant population simply because she could. And she was kind of going a bit crazy there too, but still. Yeah, she literally warps reality to her will, to her, yeah, like I said, good luck to Zatanna. Zatanna's cool from what little I know about her, but I don't think she's on Wanda's level. But yeah, this is, how many times has this been the case where they have a comic book matchup against someone not from or at least Marvel or a DC character against someone not from Marvel or DC, and then the next fight it's a Marvel versus DC. That seems to be a pattern, especially last season, was it? We had I'm trying to remember everything last season. Whatever. I just remember Batman versus Iron Man. Next thing was I believe it was Reverse Flash versus Goku Black. At least I think it was. I'm gonna have to look at the. You know what? Yeah, I got it right here, I think. Let's see. Okay, we got Batman versus Iron Man. Then it was Goku Black versus Reverse Flash. Yeah. Then yeah. Okay. I know they've done it before. I remember not the last season, but the one before that was Miles Morales versus Static, and if it's not like a Marvel versus DC and then a Marvel or DC character versus someone who's not, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. That just seems to be how Death Battle works, and that's really weird because I kind of like it when at least pretends there's variety and you don't have characters from the same franchise, consecutively. But yeah, anyway, I've been prattling on for 27 minutes now. But yeah, I called that one. I guess I can start the list again, and hey, I'm doing better than the last two seasons, because the last two seasons, I guess I started off with a loss, so, whatever. Okay, I can start this one off with a win, so yay. Harley Quinn's finally dead, thank God. Please, stop letting her be oversaturated, DC. I get that she's popular, but my God. Anyway, yeah, I got nothing else to say, so I'm just gonna end the video here. So yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.